Welcome back, everybody, to the Madden 22 franchise rebuild with the New York Jets. And today we have another off-season, and it's a pretty important one because last episode we were knocked out of the playoffs in the AFC Championship game against the Cleveland Browns. It was not really a close game. The Browns pretty much controlled the entire game. Our defense tried their best. They did well with turnovers and good in the passing game for the most part, but we could not stop the run, and the offensive line was bad on offense. We just cannot get anything going. Leak had a tough day, was under pressure like on half of his throws, it felt like. So it was a pretty tough game, but I think part of it was because I chose to throw the ball deep, not only in a snow game, but also when the Browns have one of the best defensive lines in football, thanks to Myles Garrett, and that's never a good idea. So probably should have just gone, throwing short passes to, kind of counter their pass rush, but I did not do that, so that played a part. But we have seen the resurgence of rookie corner, now going into his second season at corner, Chris Waddle. 3 picks in the last 3 episodes of this season, and he looked pretty damn good. So I'm hyped to see what we can see from him next season. But the top 3 concerns or places to upgrade for me are: 1, the right interior of the offensive line, namely center or right guard. We have not seen good blocking there in either the pass game or the run game. I think Franklin on the outside did well at tackle, but I think that Epstein and Costanzo had some problems, and that was a big key to why we have not run the ball effectively. But one more key for that, for the run game, is the playbook. Now, between this episode and the next one, I am going to make a lot of changes to our playbook. I'm going to keep most pass plays in there besides some screen passes. I'm going to replace most run plays with different ones that have worked in the past for us. So I will go through and thoroughly examine the playbook and change a couple things around, and we'll see what it looks like next time out. Another concern for me is on our defense, and that is going to be for linebacker. Now, what I mean for that is that we're probably going to have to replace Levante David. Most likely he is getting old. I think he's like 33 now, maybe. We're also probably going to have to get rid of CJ Mosley, who has been good, but he is very old, very slow. And I think upgrading our linebackers can not only help with the medium pass defense, which has been probably the weakest point of our pass defense this season, but also run stopping, because our D-line is pretty damn good, and our linebackers did not help that much in terms of stopping Nick Chubb in our last game. So we have that to look forward to, and also probably having a slight upgrade at safety. Those are the 2 spots at defense where I want to look for, and those are my 3 main concerns. So right interior offensive line, linebackers, namely middle linebacker and right outside linebacker, and then maybe free safety, getting an upgrade over Xavier Woods. So we'll see how things go. One of my top prospects for the offensive line, because we are going to have a late first-round pick, which Schneider right here would fit right into that. It's Trent Schneider, a center. We have him 40% scouted, and he is 23, out of Oklahoma State, weighs 304. But he's got a run block, he's got a run block finesse, and a pass block finesse, and he could be a really good option for us to potentially just replace Epstein and just have Epstein as a good backup for us on the offensive line. There is also Carter Franklin in a similar draft projection as Trent Schneider, but he's got A, impact block, A, pass block power, B, run block finesse, B, stamina. He's got really good physicals, a lot better than Schneider's actually, and hopefully he could be a good fit. He's just 21 years old, out of LSU, and weighs 300 pounds. There is also potentially a better pick a little bit later on with Pat Wynn, a round 2 to 3 projection. He's got a pass block, a run block, and a pass block power. He does have a bit of a injury concern there, but so did Schneider. He's got good physicals, not as good as Carter Franklin, but still pretty damn solid. And he could be probably a really good value pick. So at middle linebacker, we have a couple of guys on the draft board right here. We have 63 overall players on our draft board. I've gone through the entire list of players thoroughly besides the undrafted ones, which I will do in those later rounds if nobody else is left on our draft board. But I've gone through all of the players at every position besides like quarterback and running back and receiver. But every other spot I've looked at for all day 3 or higher projections. And yeah, 63 players. We have 4 middle linebackers. And one of them is Jamar Whitmore, who we have it right now 70% scouted. He's got really good physicals, great to lead on everything but change of direction. So he probably has really good speed. He's got great to elite right there. He's got B block shed, A play rec, A stamina, C pursuit, that needs work, C hip power, B tackle, probably our top option at middle linebacker if he's there, which he probably won't be. There is also 22-year-old Jeremy Harden, a round 1 to 2 projection. Great to elite speed, great to elite strength, and pretty good overall ratings there for physicals. He's got A awareness, B power moves, C play rec, C man coverage, C zone coverage, and B tackle. I'm not going to go through any more players specifically, but I will show you guys how many we have at a couple of different positions. So at right outside linebacker, we have 4 guys. Only one of them is a non-day 3 projection. So we probably have to look more towards the open market to get a better upgrade there. On the other side, we have a lot more. We have 7 total players at left outside linebacker, and all but one of them are higher than day 3 projections. I have looked, and they are ranked accordingly to who I think is the best. So we could look to just have one of these guys get taken and then move him to right outside linebacker. But we'll find out what we do in the draft during the draft, obviously. At free safety, we got 4 guys on our draft board. They are all round 3-ish or higher. And at strong safety, we have 2 guys, a round 1 to 2 projection and a round 2 to 3 projection. By the way, Mock Draft 3 has us taking Trent Schneider with the 30th pick, which is the one that we have. So we have pick 30, a very late pick. So we'll see how we do later on. Unfortunately, we now have another offensive line problem. Tyron Smith has retired after 1 year with the Jets, a 14-year career for him. Most of those years with the Cowboys, but he ends the year, or his career rather, in New York. And now we have to find a hole there. But I think we do have Ryan Boyd, who I don't know how he's going to be, obviously, because we don't really know. But we have Greg Little on the roster still. We have Ryan Boyd, so maybe it's not too bad of a situation. Now for other retirements, we have J.C. Treader, Jaquiski Tart, Stephon Gilmore, J.J. Watt, Cam Jordan, Tannehill, Jason Kelsey, DeCastro, Jake Matthews. The Jaguars losing a couple offensive linemen. Lane Johnson, Von Miller, Chandler Jones, Jeff Driscoll. What a legend, he's gone. Now, player negotiations. I do want to bring back Michael Carter, probably. We have a couple guys left that still have not had their deals gone through. Carter, Tucker, Levante David, Chase Edmonds, who I can't negotiate with for some reason. He's not ready to negotiate quite yet. I guess it's because I signed him because he got cut for no reason. Yeah, it was a glitch. Mosley, not going to bring him back. I'll just withdraw this offer. Xavier Woods, I think we'll look elsewhere this time around. Cody Barton, probably going to look elsewhere just for now. Sherwood, I think I'll bring him back. He's pretty good depth, so we'll try and offer him real quick. With a lot of cap room, so a lot of pieces that could come back. Michael Carter, I mean, he barely plays. Why not give him a cheap deal where he's a depth guy? Cameron Clark, I don't see why not. There's not a lot of good offensive linemen available to be backups, and he's going to be on a cheap deal anyways, so we'll re-sign him. But now we got to look at our bigger dogs. So one of them is David, who's actually 35 years old. Down to 79. I'm going to withdraw and see what the open market looks like for middle linebacker. Now we have just two guys, Carter and Tucker. Tucker, obviously want to bring him back. And does he take this? He wants to test, but I will definitely try and bring him back. The franchise tag, that's fine. Well, for just what does franchise tag Tucker? Make sure we're all good there. For Carter, I'm not too mad if we lose him, but I do want to bring him back. He did have, I think, his worst season. I mean, I guess in terms of yards and average, it was much better than last year. Touchdowns is pretty damn consistent for us. I mean, why not? It's not that big of a deal. It's like a $4.8 million cap, but that's pretty cheap. He does want a decent signing bonus, but that's really not that much at all. It's this is a pretty good deal for us. It's a pretty team-friendly deal. I'll offer it, and he'll take it. So Carter sticks around. So we have $64 million in cap room, and Aaron Donald is the top guy in the open markets. There's also DeAndre Hopkins. There's David Bakhtiari, Harrison Butker, Keenan Allen, Xavier Howard, Justin Simmons, Ryan Jensen, Jack Fox, Trey Sermon, Patrick Ricard. Why not give him an offer? Why not? He wants a lot of money for a fullback. Not going to do that, but I will offer him because why not have an actual fullback on roster? I don't see why not. There's no harm in that. I'll give him like less than $3 million. Naeem Hines, Johnny Hecker, and more. Most of these guys are aging and are in their 30s. So let's find out what to do here. There might not be a lot of moves here for us. Guys, so look right here on your screen. Look at the spot below your depth chart. Jason Ferguson has gained an X factor. And I forgot that a couple of our players possibly could have gained a dev upgrade. And he is one of them. Let's go look at his profile real quick. Oh man, Leak and Ferguson have gained X factors. Oh, this is awesome. Leak has Bazooka, which is one of the better X factors in the entire game. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is so great. Bazooka. Quarterbacks with generational arms have the power to stretch any defense to its breaking point. When they enter the zone, their maximum throw distance is increased. And we do get a lot of 30-yard air passes, and that is all it takes to activate him. He does also have an upgrade point, but we'll wait for that later on. But he's got 2 abilities right now. It's the same that he had. Can we add more? Yes, we can. Let's add Gutsy Scrambler, which is passers with this ability are immune to throw penalties caused by defensive pressure while on the run. That is a really big ability for us to get. And I can't add another one until he gets to 85 overall, because right now he's at 83, but he has +4 because of morale. But the other options for this one are Fearless. Actually, this one's probably better because he does frequently get pressured, so, and it's usually while he's in the pocket, so I might want to go with this instead. Tough choice. There's also Clutch, Homer, No Look Deadeye, Set Feet Lead, which increased throw power on bullet precision passes, Red Zone Deadeye, that could be good, and Pass Lead Elite. I think, let's think for a second here. Usually when Link is throwing the ball, and he has pressure, he's either about to leave the pocket or he is getting hit as he throws. I think I want to stick with Gutsy Scrambler, and then with the upgrade point, hopefully get him back to the Scrambler archetype, which means that he'll get outside the pocket more. So I think that's a play right here. But X Factor for Leak, X Factor for Jason Ferguson. Oh, this is great for the offense, man. This makes me so happy. You have no idea. And he's got max security, which I can change if I want to. He's got max security, which means that his catch rate is going to be higher when he's in the zone. So actually, it's probably a good ability for him because he does get the ball a lot, and it also decreases fumble chances. I think this is the perfect ability for him to have. He's got Balance Beam as one ability, avoid stumbling when carrying the ball, but might want to change that because I don't think he stumbles that much. I think for this first one, I want to do Tank, which is when ball carriers with this ability will break almost any hit stick tackle attempts made on them. That sounds good to me. And then for the second one, we can't use until he gets to 85. Right now, he is at 83 without morale. So this is great. So back to the free agents. I think for left tackle, I think that I don't want to go the same route as we did last year and just get a veteran who's going to retire after 1 year. I think I would rather keep some cap room and probably just let Greg Little or Ryan Boyd take the reins there and just take the chance, because Leak now with the X Factor can make a lot more plays, and I feel like I just want to get our young offensive lineman a chance here. And I just don't want an old guy. I'm done. We could save a lot of money and spend it elsewhere. So I think I'll have a similar opinion on the rest of the offensive line. Except I'll probably just maybe sign somebody to back up Nate Franklin. Maybe we'll get somebody like... Let's just add Terrence Steele. He's got no other offers. He's actually a pretty good lineman. I'll lower the offer a little bit, and hopefully he will accept this. For defensive tackle, I think I want to add one more guy here for depth. I think I'll try to add Tommy Togiai. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll try and offer him, but I don't want to give him too much. I'll offer him at the maximum $6 million, but that's still a lot for a guy who's probably not going to see the field that much. I'll offer this much, which the Ravens still lead, so I'll offer one other guy here, just in case. Maybe Osa Odigizua, former Cowboy. Also offer him his base deal. So for middle linebacker, right now our top guy is Sherwood, and there's nobody that is really that much better than him available. So I might want to look towards the draft to get a middle linebacker, maybe even trade up a bit. We'll see. And right now our top guy is Walt Ash to play over there. I don't want to get another veteran guy like Mosley. I think I'm content also looking towards the draft for this spot as well, which means we're probably not going to make that many more deals. Just a couple, nothing too crazy. We have a lot of money to spend for the future. We could bring in Justin Simmons, though. I wouldn't be afraid of this. He's got 88 speed, 87 play rec, really good coverage for a safety, and 78 hit power, good awareness, good pursuits. I don't see why not. He's got no other offers right now, and it'll be a really cheap deal for a guy of his caliber. I'll offer him for sure and have a big upgrade there at free safety. At strong safety, Marcus May has finally regressed down to a 79 overall. So I think I'll still stick with him, and that might be all the offers I make. So we do get Justin Simmons. Welcome to the team, sir. A big defensive addition there. Plus, we also get both tackles. We get Odikizuba. We also get Tokiai, so a lot of depth there at D-tackle now. We also get Terrence Steele for some offensive line depth. We'll also add at least one center in the draft, I'm sure of it. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for me in this year's market. Besides Patrick Ricard, I do want to get a fullback on the roster, and we have a lot of cap room. Why not offer him a bigger deal than the Dolphins are going for? Because he could help in the run game, especially in power runs on the goal line, which is important for us to do. I'll do that. Dolphins still want to pay him some money, more than I would pay, but I'll still pay more than them, because why not? We have a lot of cap room. That's for a short 1-year deal. By the way, middle linebacker Whitmore is supposed to go at pick 14, according to Mock Draft 4. I don't think that I will be able to trade up to that spot from pick 30. But we could trade up a little bit less and maybe just settle for the other guy behind him, who is Jeremy Harden, who was supposed to go at pick 26. So we could trade up to that spot. We do not get Patrick Ricard, unfortunately. But, I mean, might have just saved a big mistake from me. Okay, so private workouts. I want to use one right now, or I'm going to use all three. I want to do one for Pat Wynn. I also want to do one for Jeremy Harden, who is somewhere down here. I just got to find him. There he is. Then I'll use one probably on Reggie Lawton, who is my top linebacker on the right side. And hopefully this works. Sometimes it doesn't. But Pat Wynn, Jeremy Harden, and Reggie Lawton. Hopefully this works. I'll just offer Andy Janovich here. Why not? And he'll be our fullback. So we got Janovich. Welcome to our team. Mock Draft 5 is out. Probably going to be very similar to Mock Draft 4 that was a couple of days ago. And pick 14 is not going to be Whitmore anymore. He drops down to pick 16. And middle linebacker Harden goes up to 22. He's got a round at 2 to 3 talent and a round 1 to 2 projection. We'll have to look at his character in a second. So first, Pat Wynn, we have him up to 80% scouted, and he not the strongest guard or the strongest lineman. He's got good speed, great change of direction, good agility, great acceleration, skills. We learned more. We got a pass block power, a run block power. Don't know about either of his finesse stats for pass and run block, but I'm assuming it's not terrible. So I think I'm comfortable waiting to get him until our second pick in this draft. For Jeremy Harden, we have him up to 100%. As we saw, his talent is less than his projection, so maybe a trade up is not going to be worth it here. He's got B block, shed, B tackle, D pursuits. He's really fast though, which that's always good. He's got a really good jumping too, great strength, good awareness. I think I would still take him. I would still trade up for him. Just gotta get his run stopping abilities polished. But he's actually a pretty good player in terms of what I'm looking for. Then Reggie Lawton, we got him up to 80%. He's a power rusher, round at 2-3 projection. He's got B block, shed, B pursuits. He's got decent. He's not very fast at all. He's got good strength, good jumping. Not the best athletic linebacker by any standard. So probably not the guy to look for at that position, because he's pretty much only good as of right now at block shed, and even still not that great. So a recap real quick of the free agent signings. Aaron Donald heads over to Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins goes to Tennessee. Bakhtiari goes to the Colts. Keenan Allen back to the Chargers. Xavier Howard goes to Atlanta. Ryan Jensen goes to the Eagles. Jack Fox to the Texans. Trey Sermon goes to the Steelers. Ricard went to Miami, obviously. Hines goes to Houston. Clowney goes to LA. Bradbury goes to Baltimore. Batonia goes to Tennessee. Fletcher Cox goes there as well. Darius Slay goes to the Bengals. And here are a couple more. And now we have the actual draft. We are here. It is time. And our draft board, as I said, has 63 players on it. And we have picks in every round. We have 2 fourth-rounders, which we could use to trade up. We have one, which is the first overall pick in the 4th round. Probably going to use that to trade up in the 2nd round to get Pat Wynn. But let's see how the 1st round goes. I'm going to show every 1st round pick. The first overall pick goes to the Raiders, and they will select left tackle Vantrese Moore. The Eagles go for Colin Adams, right end. The Rams take Tim Weber. The Jaguars take a quarterback. Really? Really, man? You guys have Trevor Lawrence. The Bengals take receiver Trayvon Thomas. The Broncos take corner Venzel Saxton. The Texans go Glenn Hebert. The Vikings go Cole Irving at receiver to add with Jefferson. And now the Saints go quarterback Connor Dever. I forget if they took one last year as well. The football team goes for Deontay Sneed, another good corner. The Titans take Devin Snell. The Dolphins go corner Adonis Curtis. Atlanta takes David Folk. The Giants take Jerron Thompson, corner out of Miami. The Cardinals take George Holland. And I think this is where Whitmore is going to go, to Seattle, which he does. They got their new Bobby Wagner. So pick 22 is when Harden is supposed to go. The Patriots with pick 17 go Caleb Sharp. The Steelers go quarterback Jean Bartlett. The Lions go corner Carlos Atkins. The Bears go Russ Moore, again a good corner. The Cowboys pick 21. They go quarterback Greg Saunders. I'm pretty sure that I think they still have Dak. I don't get it, but the Chargers might go Harden here. I'm gonna try and trade up, but I'm not gonna give up too much. But here we go. The Chargers have Kenneth Murray at middle linebacker. They also have Cam Philbin as a backup. Do they really take Harden here? I don't think so. There's no way. Center is their top need. They gotta go center here. There's no way they take another middle linebacker. But they do. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I don't get it. But because they did that, why not trade for Cam Philbin? So look, center's their top need. I guess they're planning on taking Pat Wayne. So let's try and trade for Cam Philbin. Let's view his player card. He's just below a 80 overall. Star Dev, 24 years old, so a young player. He's got 87 speed, 91 tackle without the temporary boost, 78 block, should 80 hit power. Awareness is low, so is zone coverage, but overall, a guy who could run stop, and that's what I'm kind of looking for right now. And I think I'll try and trade for him. I'm going to start by offering our 2nd round pick for him, and they take it. So straight up, a 2nd round pick, we get Cam Philbin. Now we keep our 1st, and we can take Pat Wynn with that pick. So pick 23, the Colts will select Trevor Jackson, a receiver out of Utah. The Chiefs take Mitch Reese, left tackle. The Bills take receiver Zach Butler. The Ravens take right end Sean Cooper. The Buccaneers take running back Robert Leonard. The Packers, pick 28, take Joe Bonner. And the pick before us is the Panthers, and they will select running back Colby Weber. And now we have a couple of offers here. So this is the 2025 draft is what we're in right now. Chicago offering us their second, a third, and a fifth. Cincinnati offering their first next season and a third-round pick next year as well. I think I might want to take one of these deals and then probably just trade up once one of those top centers goes, just to get draft capital. And I think our best bet is just the Bengals pick, and then we just trade up once one of those top centers goes. That's probably our best move right now, and I'm going to do it. So now I will not sim. We're just going to keep going pick by pick until a center goes. Neither has been taken yet. Let's go make sure about that real quick. There goes the top left out to linebacker. So it's center right now. Pat Wynn is still third there. So Trent Schneider and Carter Franklin. I like Pat Wynn more. Honestly, I do. So there goes Jay Chapman to the Browns. Quay Wall goes. I'll pick this back up when a center goes. So Trent Schneider gets taken by the Broncos. The Texans are now on the clock, and they will go Drummond. And now Carter Franklin is gone, so now I will trade up with Tennessee and try to get this pick. So a trade is done. I give them our second for next year and our third for this year, and we get the 11th overall pick in the second round. And with it, we're going to take Pat Wynn because he's the last center left that I actually want. So we will go down here, and we will make our first selection in the second round and of the entire draft. Pat Wynn, welcome, sir. He is normal dev, 86 strength. He's 21 years old. Speed, I mean, I don't really know what's a good speed for a lineman, but we'll find out more about him when the draft is over. So right now, the top guy on the draft board is Luke Franklin, who is actually around a 1 to 2 projection. We are now in the fourth round, the start of the fourth round, and he's the fastest linebacker, at least for the left linebackers. Great speed, solid strength, elite acceleration. We see that here. But he has not been taken for a reason. It's because his pass rush skills are not there. So if those two are terrible and he's this high of a projection, he's got to be at least a decent run stopper, right? I'll pause right here and go look at other players, and I'll come back, and if I don't find anyone better, I'll just take a shot in the dark here. So he is by far the best option right here for us. I think I will just take him. So we don't know much about him, but here we go. 85 speed, 90 acceleration, 72 strength. The Rams offer their fourth round pick for next year. I'll just take this and accept it. So now, bottom of the fifth round, we have 6 guys left. I think I'm going to take a linebacker here now to go and play behind Sterling Jackson, because we did not sign a second left outside linebacker. And let's take a look at these two guys. Anthony Hoskins, actually really fast. That's good enough for me. He's got really good physicals here overall. B block, shed, C-man coverage, A stamina, F injury though. I mean, he won't play that much, so why not take a shot? There we go. Now, 6th round. I'm just going to choose the best offensive lineman that I see here. Spencer Cleveland, B pass block, B run block, C awareness, 22 years old. Really fast. Good bench press on the combine day. Okay, interesting. Now we got Will Callahan. All we know is C, impact block. Not as impressive strength. And then we have Cody Scantlebury. who has B run block, C awareness, better bench numbers than Callahan, or Cleveland rather. But I think I'll just take Cleveland and move him around where I see fit. Probably right guard. We take him, and he's hitting Dev. Hey, I'll take it. And now our 7th rounder. Is there anyone left on our draft board? The answer is no. All right, it's time for a shot in the dark. I have no idea who any of these guys are. I have not looked at a single of these players' stats or their attributes. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark because it's the 3rd to last pick in the draft. I'll take the fattest guy here, which seems to be Leon Russell. So he could be cut very shortly, but we'll take him. He's not a good block shedding guy, but I'll take him anyways. He's normal dev. So here is our draft recap, and it's not the best besides Pat Wynn. So Pat Wynn, we get a new center, probably going to start him over Epstein, honestly, because it's very important to start rookie guys who you think are going to be a big part of the future of your team. So he'll probably start over Epstein, I would have to imagine. But if we have problems early on, then we'll have to look elsewhere. But Pat Wynn, a 72 overall, 86 strength, 80 run block, 83 pass block, 81 run block power, 79 pass block power, 75 run block finesse, 78 pass block finesse. Actually pretty good all around. Honestly, a much better starting point than either of the offensive lineman guys that we took in the first ever offseason were. So I like him a lot. I don't even think it's worth looking at Luke Franklin. He looks terrible. A 63 overall. I think I'm probably not going to even have him on this team. He's probably going to get cut. There is Anthony Hoskins. Not very good. 84 speed. Not much else to talk about there. Spencer Cleveland, another center, but this time he is a hidden dev guy. 64 overall as a pass protector. He's got pretty good pass block ratings. Run block is bad in terms of finesse and power, but not in like its own category. But yeah, he's not very good. Then Leon Russell, who his best trait is probably power moves, but still it's not even like backup caliber really. But you can pretty much count Cam Philbin as like a draft pick for us because we traded for him after Harden got taken. So yeah, let's go check the rest of this draft. So sorted by overall, there was no like top prospect this season. We just had 3 guys at 78. There's Dwayne Carter. There's left tackle Tim Weber. There's Trayvon Thomas. Carter, by the way, was taken by the Bengals, who we did trade our pick to. Bantrice Moore, 77. Robert Leonard. So a couple of good left tackles and running backs here, and receivers and corners. Probably the top couple of positions here in the first round. The top 2nd round guy was Tymon Gooden, 74 overall. He is hidden. Okay, good stuff there. The top 3rd round guy was taken at pick 25, Zach Dawkins, and then the running back, 74 overall, and he is also hidden. So good work by the Bills there, trying to find their Singletary replacement perhaps. The top 4th round guy will not show up until not even here, really. Top 4th round guy is going to be Jared Hargrove, 71 overall normal dev speed rusher by the Bengals. Good work. And the top 5th round guy was all the way back up here. It will have been Greg Jarrett, 72 overall, run-stopping linebacker. Normal dev, okay. Did not have him on my draft board, but there you go. The top 6th round guy is going to be receiver Malcolm McLeod at 60, or not 60 overall, 70 overall slot receiver, normal dev. Now we'll find the top 7th round guy. And he will pop up at right around. I'm still scrolling here, obviously. Receiver Juan Collins, 68 overall. And he is normal dev. And now we'll look at the top couple of quarterbacks. So the top quarterback was pick 4, Darrell Rush, taken by the Jaguars. So I'm pretty sure they have Trevor Lawrence still. I'm almost 100% on that. But he's got 96 throw power as a rookie. Holy crap. That's pretty damn good. Accuracies are pretty solid across the board. Play action needs work. He's pretty good. But he is only normal depth. Then you had at pick 18, Jean Bartlett, taken by the Steelers. He's hidden dev. He's a strong arm guy with 92 throw power. Accuracy is actually better than Rush is. But under pressure, not very good. Play action is better. Then you had these two guys. You had Connor Dever and Greg Saunders. So Dever is a 73, a normal dev guy. I mean, all these guys have pretty similar starting metrics. And Saunders is a hidden dev quarterback, scrambler archetype. Not as high throw power or accuracy as the other guys, but a lot better physical attributes. As you can see here, 89 spin. That's pretty damn good for a quarterback. That will do it here, folks. Thanks, guys, for watching. Sorry that the draft wasn't as exciting or good as usual, but sometimes it just is not how it goes. But I think we made some pretty good additions. The loss of Tyron Smith definitely hurts this team because we definitely won't get as good protection. But Leak's X Factor, that is big. That will help out a lot, and so will Ferguson's for the offense. So we are an 85 overall team after the draft. I will advance 1 a week just to get us to the preseason. We have just below 60 players on roster, and we'll leave it right here. The Vikings have a 91 overall offense. That's absurd. But yeah, there we go. The offseason is done. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And until the opener next time out against the Colts at home, take care and have a good day.